All right. So everyone that's here, thank you very much. We have Nelia, our DSS or Digital Service Squad for Northern Wellington. She's here to speak a little bit about AI. So Nelia, I'm going to put it over to you.
Thank you, Caitlin. Welcome, everyone. I hope you're having a good evening. I look forward to taking you through the next hour or so to discuss AI. So I'm going to share my screen if that's okay. Hold on. Share screen. Okay, let's get this into presentation mode. Whoops. Can everyone see my screen?
Yep.
Great. Oh, you know what? I am not at the beginning. That's not good. Okay, so today we're talking about AI technology and how it's going to boost your business. I actually just read an article like literally a few minutes before jumping on this call, and it was from uh, the Calendly, the app called Calendly, and they're talking about how some businesses, some experts are calling AI the gold rush era. But anyways, so without further ado, in this presentation, we will be delving into the transformative power of AI, learning how AI power tools are empowering business owners to leverage the potential for growth and efficiency. So talk about what AI is, the impact on various industries, the significance for small business, performance and productivity, some real world examples, and some power tools, and then we can have a question and answer at the end. Now, if there's something that I'm talking about and you really want to, need clarification, you can unmute yourself and just ask me. That will be fine. But if you have questions and stuff like that, we can have the discussion at the end. Okay, so what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is a complex technology that has made an impact on our daily lives, from vacuums that clean our homes without our help, to assistants like Alexa and Siri to find recipes or that perfect music while you're cooking. When you really think about it, we're surrounded by AI, and without even realizing it, it's crept into our lives and just about everywhere we turn. AI is a systematic application that uses data and advanced algorithms to perform tasks, solving problems that boost efficiency and effectiveness. AI has advanced from machine learning to deep learning and natural language processes in recent years. In other words, it's learning from the data and examples provided to identify trends, adjust, and then make predictions. Artificial intelligence was first coined in 1956 by John McCarthy, an American computer scientist, during the first ever AI conference. Numerous people have made significant contributions to artificial intelligence, including Frank Rosenwald, a psychologist from over 70 years ago, or 70 decades. 7 decades, 70. He accomplished this by using computer simulation and in-depth mathematical analysis to his study and experimental examination of the characteristics of the neural networks in order to operate IBM mainframe computer, which was the most advanced for its time. He created a program called Perceptron that was inspired by human neurons. This would be a simpler version of the profound, complex neural networks behind much of today's AI. And today, AI performs countless tasks that would take hours to complete: write articles, recognize objects, and create videos and graphics. I've got here a little diagram from Microsoft that they put together. It's basically, so you got the top level, it's artificial intelligence, and then below that you have machine learning, and then deep learning. when I was writing up this webinar, I was thinking with AI, it's a mathematical combination with some data, and over the years, like Excel has been quite a great tool for coming up with our figures, and you can manipulate it in such a way, as well as even like writing formulas for websites. But anyways, I posed the question to ChatGPT, and I asked, is there a comparison between AI versus Excel formulas? And the first comparison point that I received was that Excel is the formulas serve specific predefined function and calculations, while AI can analyze and interpret, respond to complex data and patterns. So often learning and adapting over time. So massive difference, night and day. So the impact of AI on various industries. There's an opportunity for every size business with continual evolution of artificial intelligence. There's no limit to the potential and the benefits. Industries like healthcare, transportation, finance, education, marketing, and entertainment have the potential to see a revolutionary transformation. For example, in healthcare, AI has the potential to enhance diagnostics, such as deep learning for more accurate skin cancer detections, obviously more other treatments and management for patients, resulting in a more personalized care. Now, in manufacturing, we've seen a lot of robots working in the manufacturing sector, but with the transformation of AI, it's becoming more complex. So this is going to be more time efficient for a lot of industries in that area, and then allowing humans to focus on more complex tasks. And then in education, this is going to be huge. Educators will have to be able to innovate their teaching practices to better prepare students for success. But then there's also the flip side. Educators are going to have to find ways to incorporate AI into the classroom, but also make sure that the students aren't just allowing AI to do all the work. So it'll be interesting to see how that evolves. The significance for small business. So for larger organizations, of course, resources, they have those larger pockets. And maybe for smaller businesses, it could be harder to implement AI because it could be cost prohibitive, but there are a lot of low cost AI tools that we can talk about later on in the presentation. But needless to say, AI will improve operations and spur growth by leveraging machine learning, predictive modeling, and for personalization, customer service, and cost effectiveness. Business owners who understand and recognize what drives their business beyond metrics can use AI integration as a collaborative tool to effectively harness its potential to foster innovation and efficiency. A survey was done by Constant Contact and found that 91% of small businesses that utilized AI technology increased their level of success. So, I mean, that just tells you right there that AI can only benefit your business. Advantages for small business. So there's the cost saving aspect. So you optimize and automate tasks that would otherwise require a human. There's enhanced customer service. For example, you can implement chatbots, virtual assistants to enhance support, providing 24/7 assistance, resolving queries, efficiency, natural language processing, and machine learning algorithms enable these systems to understand and respond to customer inquiries effectively. You can boost engagement with personalization. We all love to have businesses learn who the customer is. It feels great when you can go into a business and be recognized for, what you're looking for, and have the business personalize their service to you. So AI can recommend products and services or content tailored to individuals' preferences, increasing customer engagement and loyalty. So then there's the data analysis, which is a great tool because with so much data that we receive daily, um, AI works pretty quickly. So it provides valuable insights and that you're able to understand. And I mean, the way a lot of, especially with ChatGPT, the way it works these days is you can request some information and it can spit out answers to help you make better decisions based on that data. Marketing and sales, optimizing marketing campaigns with automated email marketing and social media, making it easier for small business to reach their target audience. Inventory management, AI power tools can streamline inventory management by predicting demands, reducing excess stock, and ensuring that products are always available when needed. And then, of course, there's cybersecurity. AI can detect and respond to threats in real time, which is crucial to protecting sensitive customer data and business operations. So, AI improves performance and productivity. It can be challenging to reach those people who need what we're offering because there's so much noise out there. Using the cutting edge tools of AI can enhance and amplify performance and success for your business. For years, Google has been using mechanical and analytical intelligence effectively for remarketing, content targeting to dramatically increase conversions. So, if you've advertised with Google, you'll know that you can do remarketing, which basically is like it was kind of like the beginning of AI. Where just before it just kind of has taken off. Netflix uses AI tools to improve performance and productivity. They use machine learning to offer personalization recommendations for its subscribers, leading it to a significant increase of 25% to the customer base. So, with real world examples of AI, 73% prefer brands that take their personal preferences into account. So here is the common use of AI for targeting advertising, personalized recommendations, and predictive analytics to optimize marketing campaigns. For instance, a pizza restaurant may have a lot of unsold pizza on certain days of the week. So what if they had implemented AI to collect and analyze the data to spot patterns? Well, they can take that information and make changes to their offering. And then they could see, okay, well, Hawaiian pizza doesn't sell on a Friday night. There's no sense in offering it. So they might take that off the menu for that particular day. So companies like McDonald's and Starbucks are leveraging machine learning to personalize customer experience during the point of sale. For example, McDonald's has personalized drive-through menus to influence customers during the ordering decisions. During cold winter months, the menu promotes hot drinks. Another common use for AI is with the chatbots to handle customer inquiries and provide support 24/7. An example is with a chatbot from Jackbox. That's an online game. And their Happy Fox Genie, it's powered by AI and provides answers to many questions, how to play the game to technical support. Finally, another example is how a small business in Oakville, Page One Formula, uses ChatGPT to support their online marketing research. This saves them a whole lot of time and resources. So we're diving into some AI power tools. The first one I'm I've got up on the screen here is ChatGPT. So I'm just curious. I'm going to see if I can jump back onto my Zoom here. I'm just curious to know how many of you have used ChatGPT. If you want to give me a high five
Yes, I
in
have.
chat. Great.
I have as well.
Okay. Well, I'm going to jump into ChatGPT and give us a little run through. Just got to change my screen here. Bear with me for a minute. Oh, where is it? Tab. Strange. I'll have to share my entire screen then. Okay. Can you guys see my screen still? Oh, you know what I have to do? I probably have to stop sharing. That's probably why. Let's stop sharing that screen. Okay. Can you see my screen? All right. So this is ChatGPT. So you can't just jump into it. You have to, they want you to sign up. So I've got my account open up here, and these are on the side here on the left. You'll see these are all the different queries that I've done, which is great because you can always go back to and refer to them. Now, keep in mind that anything you pull from here, the information that they provide for you, it's available to anyone. Like it's an open forum basically, but you can pop into here. Let's see. Caitlin, do you want to make a suggestion of what kind of question would you like to ask ChatGPT?
Sure. Maybe ask it who the best player in the NHL is right now.
So here we go. Important point. It's still a tool that is it's learning. So it doesn't have information after 2022 because it was created with only so much knowledge up until a certain point, and now as more data gets put in, it's learning. So there's your answer. It doesn't know. And that is the thing with ChatGPT. So it'll have like a little disclaimer here at the bottom, telling you about, that the information isn't always going to be accurate. To always double check, do cross-reference, fact check your results from ChatGPT. But it's a fun way to, let me see. Let's see, I was doing, for my other business, I was looking up ways to, let's see. I was looking for Facebook success tips. And this is what, why doesn't it come up? Here we go. So it provided me with this. So pretty easy and great. I could build. So what I take from these points and I can create posts from them. So it's pretty handy. Does anybody have any questions about that? A new chat. This is the ChatGPT 3.5. It's the free version. And then if you want to go into a little more in depth, it's this one here. You have to pay for this one. It's a monthly subscription. Interesting. I didn't know this before, but it says it currently has a cap of 50 messages every 3 hours. So that is probably just to alleviate those like computer generated bots that can take over and probably ask a million questions and oversaturate the system. You can ask questions like, show me a code snippet. So for example, I'm going to go back to the example I provided earlier in the presentation about Excel. So let's say you need a code for, you want to be able to do some accounting. You want to include all your revenue for the year and then subtract any of, a specific expense. And so you could put your question in here to ChatGPT and request that code. Come up with some concepts, help me pick. And this is kind of cool. I mean, if you needed someone else's opinion other than your husband or your wife, you could always, or your partner, you could always go in here and ask ChatGPT for an opinion on what to buy or what to get for somebody. I often, like for my nieces, I do that with Google. I'll go on Google and say, okay, what are the top gifts for a 10-year-old? When my niece was 10, I was like, it's been a while since my kid's been 10, so it's kind of a cool feature. Yeah, so that's ChatGPT. Also, ChatGPT has another app, which is going to be the next slide in my presentation here. So DALL-E 2, it's for creating pictures. Now, I'm just going to copy the URL here. Whoops. With this one, I don't have the paid version. So I already maxed out my I maxed out my credits because you get so many credits. Why isn't it coming up? Oh, I already have it open. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and I wasn't able to do anything more than what I had done before. Now, it was just I don't think if I do this photograph of an astronaut riding a horse. Yeah, pretty random stuff. But they do have an Instagram page, and here's some examples of what other people have requested it to do. Like this one, a bowl of soup, that is also a portal to another dimension, to show art. There's a monkey astronaut. So these images now will be available if you were to do a search in any particular subject, for example, growing a tree out of the palm of your hand. Like that could be something that will come up as a source image, because these are all available. Once you create something, it's out there. And then there's Grammarly, and I'm wondering how many of us here tonight have used Grammarly. It's a great tool. It really helps when you're writing an email, even if you're, it helped me a lot with this presentation. Even resumes, it's a pretty handy tool. So that's one tool that's now become more AI driven. There is a paid version of Grammarly. I'm using the free version, and the paid version has so many more features. It does some pretty amazing things. Like if you're, for example, you had written an essay and you wanted to remove certain words, you can have it go through your document and remove those words. Pretty handy. This is another app that I haven't dove in myself, but I will be using this for creating videos going forward. It is a great tool. I know other people that have used it, and it can go through, and like, for example, if you do a lot of ums like me, ums and ahs, it will go through the video and remove them. So it cleans up your video, making it more streamlined. So it's a pretty handy little tool. And then this one also, I haven't dove into myself, but if you're already doing advertising online on your social media, like if you're doing Facebook ads and Google ads, this is a great tool. Pretty easy to use. You don't need to be a graphic designer. It's user-friendly, and if you looked up YouTube, you could probably look up some how-to tutorials on how to get started. But I know their website, actually, I think I have it up. Their website has a lot of handy. I'm not logged in or signed up, but this is what it would look like when you're signed in. I wonder if I'm just going to sign up. See. Well, we'll skip that for now. I think it'll take too much of your time. But I was hoping to get in there and see what it looks like once we get in. But anyways, I thought that this would be a great tool to discuss tonight, just because it takes, you put in your branding, you can connect it to your social media platforms, and then you just kind of give it the information, like what the ad what the ad is about, and then it can create ads for all your different platforms. So that is really handy and such a time saver. And then on this slide here, I just went through and put some other chats or some other AI tools that I think would be really handy. Chatbox, of course, this is a great tool for your website, especially if you do online sales. Otter AI is another great tool that I actually signed up for it, but I haven't used it. I've been involved in other Zooms where the host has used Otter AI, so it transcribes your meeting and provides you with notes. It'll email you the notes from the meeting, and it tells you like who's speaking at the time, and yeah, it's pretty cool. And then you can share those notes with your attendees. So it's pretty handy. And then there's Canva Magic Design, which if you've got the paid version of Canva, I'm not sure but if it's available with free, but with the paid version of Canva, you can go into the Magic tool of the AI portion, and then it can create some pretty unique images that you're looking for. Also, it can provide text and copy for your posts that you're creating or your poster. Copy AI is similar to ChatGPT, only it's more for copywriting. So if you wanted help with writing for emails, if you're doing an email campaign, social media posts, things like that, very handy. I use it. I use it quite a bit. And then there's Sprout Social, so it's supposed to help you optimize your social media and create calendars, help you create a calendar, and maybe like it dives into the insights and things like that. So another great tool to have if you're doing a lot of social media content and advertising. Murf is one I haven't used, but read about it, and it's sounds like a really cool tool for doing dictation and enabling text to speech. And then, of course, Shopify Magic. If you've got an online store, great tool to generate high quality and captivating product descriptions. It can create your product descriptions within minutes, because if you've got a lot of product on your online store and you're updating continually, coming up with those descriptions can be quite time consuming, especially when you're thinking of SEO as well. It can be a bit daunting and overwhelming of how to make it more effective so that your products and services are being found on local searches. So, misconceptions about AI. It is crucial to proceed with caution because currently there are no regulations for AI. It's better to understand a better understanding of it is great potential, because there's great potential for it. Oh my gosh, my mouth is tongue tied. My apologies. In other words, it's good to be curious about it, learn about it, understand it. A common misconception is that AI will replace human jobs that operate similarly to humans, intelligence, and always unbiased and error free. Now, the idea here is, yeah, maybe we'll see kind of some rockiness with this AI as it comes in, and businesses move toward the AI version of a particular task. But you'll always need a human to come up with those innovative ideas, and then you use AI as your collaborative tool to push that idea through. So, rising above AI will always be human. At least that's how I believe it will be. If you're good at it, you'll always have a job. Additionally, there's a lot of discussion around ethics of AI generated images. Does the content belong to the platform which generated it, or the user of the site or the tool? So eventually it may be illegal to use it without notifying the original creators. So those images that I showed you on that DALL-E through the Copy AI or the ChatGPT, so that those kind of things, even written articles, if you can get ChatGPT to write a book. If you give it the content, give it the idea, the premise and all that, like, you can get it. It's pretty astounding what you can get ChatGPT, Copy AI, those kinds of AI generation tools can create some pretty incredible things. So it becomes muddy waters for those things. And so it's, just treading with open eyes, because it is a pretty cool potential that we're heading into. So the dark side of AI. As we embrace the potential power of artificial intelligence, there is a widespread concern of fraud on the rise, the dark side of AI. Those very tools that are available to improve productivity and efficiency are being used to fuel more sophisticated scams by criminals. Voice cloning by criminals impersonating friends and family members is a growing problem. According to LinkedIn article by Reem Aladis, to protect yourself, stay informed on how these scams operate and take preventative action. Don't share your financial and personal information. Be curious, be skeptical, ask questions, you know, dig in, and if you feel like something isn't right, then either avoid it or investigate it, see if it's really really worth doing or going forward with. Just yeah, being skeptical is probably your going with your gut and making sure that things are on the up and up. All right, so I guess I flew through that. We're at our question and answer session, and I hope this has been informative, and I'd like to open up the floor to any questions or discussion. If there's anything, we can always pop on, if you want me to jump back on any of the tools that I discussed, let me know. Okay, I have. So Jan, Canva has it and used it, makes pictures for make pictures. Oh, great. That's awesome. So do you have like a template on Canva that you use regularly, Jan? You're on mute.
A template? No, they have an actual AI in their program. So you just go in and you type in what you want it to build or make for you, and it does it.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah, for pictures and for words and stuff if you want to create a caption or something. Yeah.
Yeah. That's very cool. Anybody else use those AI tools in Canva?
More so something to point out and kind of open up discussions, but I know I haven't used all of the different tools that you talked about, but I know I use ChatGPT, and it can be used for a lot of interesting ways, and you're always learning new ways that you can use it. You can write it if a business wants to make Facebook posts. If you want to do up an email, you can just write an email about this, write a Facebook about this, and it can give you a template that you can go from. So it's a huge time saver. I've also seen it used for writing essays, business proposals. You say, ChatGPT, teach me how to speak French, and it literally will give you all the resources that you need to learn basically anything. You just have to type in, ChatGPT, you are my teacher. How do I learn French? Or how do I learn about interest rates? Or how do I learn about this or that? So it's really useful. So I'm curious to see if anyone else is using it and what they're using it for.
And actually, Caitlin, I should mention, I'm going to just share my screen again. No, I guess, did I not stop sharing my screen? I thought I did. With ChatGPT, you can actually ask it. So if you wanted it to, for example, you're having it write an email or a post for an Instagram post, you can have it write, provide you feedback in your words. So I was just going to jump onto my ChatGPT and show you. Oh, there we go. And show you what I mean by that. So at one point, I was asking ChatGPT, where is it? I thought it would be here. But basically, I just went in and I asked it, learn how I respond by reviewing my questions and other resources. So you can put things in to make it unable to review your past interactions or access external information. This is just an example. Clearly, I have to provide it with some assets, which I haven't done, but providing stuff to ChatGPT, for example, will give you a more accurate and more personable and personalized results. So if I mention that.
Looks like Laura wanted to say something.
Yeah. Hi, Nellie. I was wondering with
Hello.
the GPT, when you if you create something, if you like you have to have an account or whatever, a free account, and you create information in ChatGPT, is that somehow attached to your account, yet it's still available to everyone? Is that correct? Okay.
So
like
yeah,
like if my account name is Laura Gray or whatever, then it would show up that that was my answer or my response or whatever to the question. And then like
you
go on
not
ChatGPT.
necessarily.
No.
Like you
Okay.
can't search
Not
someone else's
necessarily.
history, but maybe information that you've put in has gone into the data that they asked. So maybe you've taught it. It's like constantly learning. So it might learn some of the information that you put in there. It might store it for future reference, but no one can say, what did Laura Gray say? What were her questions? Things like that.
Okay. So my information isn't going to show up when other people search. It's not like a
No.
like a search engine basically, right? Like it's more personalized stuff. To
So
only
if you
get
took the information, so if you get the information that you pulled from ChatGPT and published it to social media or your website, something like that, or it's an advertisement and it's out there, then yes, it's going to be public information. So for example, if somebody is looking for information about whatever, piano teachers, and you've written an article using ChatGPT, and somebody says, I want to know about piano teachers, and provide all the resources, because that's another thing too, is like you want to provide, people will ask for the resources so that they can go back and do fact checking and making sure that that's correct. So your information will definitely be part of that resource.
Okay, so there is
Do you
like a
understand?
history of what people could find that I've generated if they were searching that way. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Can it be like Wikipedia, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago, maybe less, or maybe more, was a fairly reliable source when it first started, and then became like anyone and everyone can add whatever they want to Wikipedia, right? So is ChatGPT is the information vetted at all? Like if I wrote an article and put it together through ChatGPT, there's no credibility necessarily.
There's no regulation. Like it's not regulated. So at this point, it's not regulated. So there could be false information out there, and ChatGPT will pick it up.
Sure.
And just like it said on that one, when we're looking for the NHL player, anything before 2022. So you just have to be due diligent and making sure, like if it doesn't sound right, then you probably are correct. It probably may not be correct.
Yeah, I found that you have to do some fact checking, and some of their answers they give are kind of ridiculous too. So something that you might not write yourself. So it's good to read over what they're doing. And sometimes they can repeat themselves. So if you're asking a question and then you want maybe a list of 10 more items or something, sometimes they'll repeat themselves. So you have to actually tell them not to repeat what they already said or what
Okay.
they already gave you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's always handy to know to ask for those resources so that if they're providing you with, if you're getting answers about something, at least you can see where they pulled the detail from, and then go back and check it. I always like to, when you're starting a project, and you just don't know where to start, and it's a great tool to sort of brainstorm, get those juices flowing, get your creative juices flowing. That's what I use it for. But yeah, definitely always get those resources.
Okay. I also was wondering about
Great
the
question.
I don't know if it's an app or website, Pictory. You said that it's great
Yeah.
for editing, like if you have a video and you're wanting to edit out some of your hesitations or whatever. Does it have other purposes? Like what else does Pictory great for doing?
Pictory is more for it's more for the photos, generating photos and graphics.
Okay.
Mhm.
What was the one that
And-
was video editing then? I must have written it down.
Sorry, I missed
The
that.
one for video editing, like if you were editing out your
Oh yeah. Mhm.
stuff, is that Pictory or is that something different?
There was the sorry, a video Pictory was video creation. Yeah.
So you can create a whole video
Uh,
in Pictory? That doesn't make sense. I mean, you just use your phone, right?
you can create a video. Yeah. You
Okay.
create a video through Pictory and have it edited through Pictory.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's great for podcasts, for audio clips as well.
Oh, sure. Okay.
hmm Just trying to think. There was also the other app I showed in the more AI powered tools, and it was Murph. Sorry, not Murph. Where is it? That one was for text to speech. Oh, it was the OpenAI, the DALL-E was the image creator. Yeah, Pictory is more for the video creation and image creating
Okay.
as well
So
as
if I had,
audio clips.
say I had a piano student who wanted to make a video and then I wanted to edit that video, Pictory would be.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I haven't done that for a while. Like I've used Canva and I've used like iMovie or whatever too. I don't remember what else I've used.
Yeah, and there's also another great a great one. It's not on this list. I didn't put on list. One that I use for creating video, and it's just getting into AI, but not necessarily AI. It's called VN.
VN, like just a V and then an N, or
No, that's not it. I'm looking at the wrong app. Apologies. 1 second. I'm going to pull it up for you. It's a free video editor. Yeah, VN. I'll just quickly share my screen here so you can see what it looks like. Share. So this is it here. VN. That's what it is. Just VN, and it's so easy to use.
okay. So it looks a
Go
little
in
bit like
and-
Canva, right? Like in that you download
Yeah, or
or upload your
yeah, and if you're familiar with iMovie,
Mhm.
it's quite similar there as well.
Okay, great.
And it's free. Now you only get so many think there was 100 videos you can create, which is quite a bit. And then
Yeah.
at the end, it'll always have, it has its tag. It'll have a VN tag at the end of the video
Oh,
clip.
sure. Okay.
You just delete it. You can just delete it. It won't stay on your video. Just gotta remember to remove it.
Okay.
Any more questions?
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, well, thank you, Nelia, so much for taking the time to provide this information. We are recording it, so we will send out a recording to all of the participants and those that weren't able to make it, as well as a survey. If you have any further questions or you want to give any feedback, or if you're interested in any additional training, you can let us know and we'd be happy to have that information. So I will send that out tomorrow. And thank you everyone for participating. And again, thank you, Nelia, so much for the informative presentation.
Thank you, Nelia.
I just wanted to add, no problem. Thank you. I just wanted to add, if there's any of the tools that I presented tonight, or if there's something that you may be using that I didn't include in the presentation and you'd like to learn a little bit more about it and you need my help, I'm available to help learn the tool and get you going.
And I can send out your information with the other information so everyone can have Nelia's contact information after this session.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good evening.